Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Reader's Mansion. How y'all doing? Okay, so now here's the thing. I was walking down the streets and I randomly saw a book vendor. Okay, randomly, out of nowhere. Like I was literally minding my own business. I had headphones on and I was just like walking down the streets. And all of a sudden I was like, oh, what's that? So the thing is that the obsession I have with books is crazy. It's just like, put yourself in that situation when you're like in a park. And then all of a sudden you see a very, very pretty girl. Now, you're gonna be very tempted to see her at least once. At least once. Even though your girlfriend is standing just next to you. She has her eyes locked in on you, but you're gonna be like, okay. That's the type of obsession I have. I gotta look at the books at least once. Went there, obviously, and I was like, just rolling my eyes down the aisle and just, finding the book that I would want to read next. And I found this book, which is The Alchemist. Now the thing is that I've heard about this book a lot. It's like when you ask people what book you've read, I think this book definitely comes up on their list. And I've also heard a lot about Paulo Coelho, who's the author of the book. So I was like, okay, can I see that book? And he showed it to me, and without asking me, he packed it. I was like, I just wanted to see it. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. And then I was like, okay, what's the price for this? He said $2.90. I was like, if you come down to $2.50, it's a deal. We both shook hands and I walked off with this book. Pretty excited to read this book at this point. The Alchemist. I believe an alchemist is a person who's in the process of converting a simple rock to a gold. Yeah, you know what? Let's just get reading and it's gonna be a fun vlog. Let's go. Alright, day 3 it is. Well, you might be wondering, where the hell is day 2? Like, are you stupid? Or you don't know your mathematics? To that I must say that I was out of station yesterday. I took my book with me, and I read as well, but I didn't film. Anyways, the story, it's actually good. And I've heard a lot of bad reviews about it. I wonder why it's bad. Honestly, the story is about a boy who's confused in his life. What should he do in his life? Should he be chasing the riches? Should he be chasing women? Should he be chasing some other artificial things? And this is a good story. This is very relatable to people. I wonder why there are bad reviews about it. Are people scared to have reality checks? This is a story about a shepherd who is grazing his sheep and who loves his job, but then he goes to a gypsy who tells him that he's gonna find a big treasure. And then on a random day he meets an old man who happens to be the king, and he tells him the same. Now the boy is like really curious, so he goes to Egypt, and this is the point I'm at right now. So I'm at page number 50. This book is like not that big. It's like 150 pages. So let's get reading, and I'll catch you up.
Summer in the hills, those hazy days I do remember. We were running still, had the whole world at our feet, watching seasons change. Our roads were lined with adventure.
Alright, hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. Now the thing is, I was reading this book, and this is a good book, and it was going pretty good so far, but I just didn't read for the past 2 weeks. There is literally no specific reason for it, and I don't know why. I'm not even in a reading slump, and this book is also very interesting, and still I've got no clue why I just didn't read for the past 2 weeks. And not just this, I mean, I didn't read anything for the past 2 weeks. And I'll be honest with you, this happens, okay? Let me just recall where I was at this point, because 2 weeks is a long time. This is a long break, man. So I was at a point where the boy who is in search of what he has to do, he meets the Englishman on the way to the pyramids. I guess they're just conversating to each other. And it's a beautiful conversation because both of them have like different interests. Like the Englishman, he's like the person who completely is fully into the books and not into the outside world, whereas the boy, he actually is into the outside world more than the books. I mean, he's more practical than the Englishman. But once they started talking to each other, they both liked what each other did. For example, the boy found out that he loved reading books, just like the Englishman, and the Englishman found out, oh, he's got some interest in looking around, right? So that's cool. I'm going to start reading this book again from today. It's going to take me 2 more days, I believe, to complete this book. So let's go and complete this book. I'm also going to make another video explaining all the things that I learned from this book, because this book is like a self-help book disguised as a fiction book. That's the exact definition of this book, The Alchemist. So yeah, let's get reading. I'll get some coffee and we'll start. Hey yo, got the coffee, man. Let's get reading.
From the sea, here we stand open arms. This is home where we are, ever strong in the world that we made. I still hear you in the breeze, see your shadows in the trees, holding on, memories never change.
Yo, what's up? So, man, something happened today. I found out that my name is on the termination list in my college. And that is so weird. It means I have to study now. So, yeah, it's just a weird feeling. Because if my name is there on the termination list again, I'm out of this college. Okay, anyways, let's get that out of the way. And let's talk about the book we're reading. It's called The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Obviously, if you have made it this far into the vlog, you definitely would have known that. And boy, this boy is having the best days of his life, man. At this point, he's staying at an oasis in the desert, and there I just wanted to like read a line out of it. Hold on. This boy is really very gutsy. I mean, he meets this girl called Fatima, okay, at the well. And this is literally the second day of them meeting each other, and this is what he says. I came to tell you just one thing, the boy said. I want you to be my wife. I love you. Like, what? Literally the second day, and, well, this boy is going places, man. I mean, this is the type of confidence you need in every aspect of life. I'm excited to see how the ending of the story is going to be like, so without further ado, let's get reading and complete this book. Alright, bye-bye.
Dark for the sunrise, clouds for a blue sky, space for the traveling star. Strong from the inside, you're still my lifeline. I feel you wherever you are.
Okay, so time to wrap this video up. I'm just gonna say the pros and cons of this book. So the con is that there is absolutely no con I found out in this book. Well, this is just my personal preference. You may find one. As far as the pro is concerned, you're gonna find so many things, so many learnings from this book that you just want to ingrain in your brain, grab it, absorb it, drink it up like your coffee, and just write it down somewhere, because those are real life things, real life learnings, which you can actually apply in your real life too. Okay, so that was a good book, and on a scale of 1 to 10, I would like to rate it a 9.7 out of a 10, which is absolutely great. So let's end this video here, and I'll catch you up next time. Till then, bye-bye.